Hey, what's up guys, this is RyanStar2264. I'm working on a video talking about my Galaxy's Edge R2 that I bought. I got a side can right there, I've got his regular leg right there, and I was gonna go and film him, driving around so I have more footage to use in my video. However, my beloved tripod that I've been using since pretty much as long as I can remember, about 2019, so this tripod's at least 4 years old, has finally started to wear out on me, as you can see right there on the top right there. So I'm going to kind of do a video and attempt to fix it, hopefully, because I really love this tripod. It means a lot to me, and it was the first tripod I ever bought at Walmart. It was like 13 bucks, and I could just buy another one, but I want to hold on to this one. So let's see if I can fix it. So first things first, I want to see if I can't get this hot glue out with a pair of snips. Let's see if I can't take it apart. So my original thing was I attempted to use hot glue to fix it. That didn't work, so let's see if I can't cut all this hot glue out. Oh wait, does this come out too? Oh yeah, it does. The nice thing about tripods is you can basically break them down just to their parts, so you can fix them easier. So I'm gonna take this off camera and see if I can get the glue out of there. Man, that's really in there. You boys must have seen a lot of action. Holy smokes, that is like genuinely in there, man. Hot glue is no joke. Well, after about 5 minutes of struggling, that's as much as I could get out of there. But, well, I'll have to do it, I guess. Moving on to the tripod itself, what I'm thinking about doing, I got some plumber's tape right here, and I'm going to wrap the threads around. So they got some strength. Now I'm going to see if I can't screw that in even better. I don't want to use glue again because I want it to be mostly flat, mostly level with it, and that looks pretty good. There we go. That ain't going nowhere. Cool. Alright. Fixed. So as you can see, this piece right here has been damaged, and there isn't a whole lot I can do about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue that in place, and hopefully that the friction between the joints is still there, and I can still move the tripod into its closing position. If not, not a big deal. I usually kind of leave my tripods in their open position, kind of like it is right now, mostly, so not a big deal, but still a little bit frustrating. But then again, I mean, this tripod has been through thick and thin. It's been in pools and at the ocean and on hikes, on camping trips, on all kinds of nuts insano adventures. So I'm honestly surprised it's held up as much as it has. So let's see. I probably could have unpopped that and then kind of glue it in and then give it some more. Let's do slightly off camera and get some. Yeah, there we go. Right there. And I know it's something cheap, but I don't know, something. I think a wise man once said, "You'll never forget your first." So there we go. Now we got that handled. You know, I'm still surprised about how tight most of these joints still are, even after all these years. Something about cheap Walmart junk that sometimes can last a lifetime. Unless it's that $40 tripod that you buy and breaks within a week of owning it, and after a long while you decide to just throw it away. Make wise spending choices sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. Well, most of the There we go. I want to do one last thing because there's a fair amount of rust on the tip of this. I'm going to get a little bit of plumber's tape on it. Just a little bit. Just so I can make it nice and tight. The plumber's tape is probably overkill, but still, I want to make sure it's nice and good, because that bar, this right here, will be the most important part of the whole thing. If it ever screws in. Apparently this little there we go. That little bolt piece right there didn't go all the way back in. I think it went in now. There we go. Now that is practically bulletproof. Mostly. So as I was putting it back together, the threading didn't really hold all that well, so I decided to super glue it as well as the plumber's tape. And yeah, that should hold pretty well, all things considered. So there we go. I fixed my tripod. Now I'm going to let it dry for a little while, and then in the meantime I will be using my other tripod that I've got sitting right there. You could ask, well, Ryan, like you probably asked earlier, why try to repair something that is obviously obsolete and broken and stuff? And for me, it's just important to kind of hold on to some of the important tools that got you to where you were. And yeah, the tripod's small and it's not very good, and at this point, yeah, I should probably just buy a new one, but there's something nice about being able to repair something yourself, and you don't always need the newest and greatest and stuff. Like a wise man once said, this R2 unit is a bit beat up. You want a new one? Nah, in your life, that little guy and I have been through a lot together. Anyways, peace, and have a great day.